rest of the game.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. On the move, he fires. Got it in the middle, it's key. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Huskers are marching down the field. Here's the give off the left side.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see...
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend a corner route and swat the ball down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle them up.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Nebraska! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cornhuskers get enough for the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage of running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Trying to get the edge on the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he cruises it. To the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Owens. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Texas A&M going up tempo. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Aggies. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the offense is trying to get it down on the ground there on third down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, they're after him. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his man. It's Hunter. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to...
Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Texas A&M going quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Offense set on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be first and goal. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Inside the 10-yard line is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Off play action. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
That keeps the score. Nebraska 31, Texas A&M 13.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Reed. He wants a big play here late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the... Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here's a heat. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.